So is Newhall becoming one of the most competitive markets for first-time buyers right now? Are the prices going up, or is the market cooling off? Well, today I'm breaking down exactly what's been going on in the Newhall 91321 area market for the first quarter of 2025. So if you're thinking of buying or selling, you're going to want to stick around. Hi, I'm Tami Cicerello with the Cicerello Team at RE/MAX of Santa Clarita. We've been helping families in the Santa Clarita Valley buy and sell real estate for over 36 years. So let me start with our biggest story right now, and that's the strength of our entry-level market. So Newhall has always been known as one of the more affordable areas in Santa Clarita Valley, especially compared to Valencia, Stevenson's Ranch, and some of the higher-end areas of Saugus. But in 2025, that's become more noticeable than ever. Why? Because that under $600,000 price point is incredibly tight. And when I say tight, I mean homes that are hitting the market in that price point, that under $600,000 price point, are selling quickly. So let's think about why that is. Well, with interest rates higher, buyers' buying power has actually gone down. Buyers who might have been able to qualify for, let's say, a $750,000 house 2 years ago when interest rates were a lot lower are now able to qualify for closer to that $600,000 price range. And Newhall offers that opportunity. If we look at the data from January through March, the fastest selling homes were almost all under $600,000. So in some cases, we're talking multiple offers, shorter days on market, offering flexible terms, which could be to your advantage as a seller. But here's where I think we need to pause for a second. So if you're an owner of a condo or townhome in Newhall that's going to sell in that under $600,000 sweet spot price range, it doesn't mean you can name your price. Buyers are still price sensitive, and they're looking at buying a home at market value. Buyers in this market, they know what's going on. They see the comparable sales in the area. They're watching the market closely. The homes that sold fast were priced right and showed well. So homes that were dated or needed repairs, even in that sweet spot price range, sat on the market longer. Now let's talk about that mid-range market, that $600,000 to $800,000 price range. This segment is also moving. However, buyers are expecting value. They expect good condition, and they expect the home to be priced appropriately. For instance, there was a house in Newhall on the market for $725,000. It was priced well, it showed well, it was staged, professional photography, and they were able to get that home sold within 10 days. Now, the other story we're seeing in Newhall is those homes priced over $1 million. So as you'd expect, they were actually sitting on the market longer, but they are definitely still selling. But buyers spending that kind of money in Newhall or anywhere in Santa Clarita, they're looking for updated kitchens, they want to see beautiful bathrooms, larger lots, possibly views, pools. So if your home doesn't have those things, it may take you a little longer to find the right buyer. So that's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just something you need to know and you need to plan for. Now, one of the things I'm also watching for is inventory trends. Newhall does have very low inventory, which is keeping the prices stable. So even though the interest rates are higher, that lack of supply is keeping the market stable and keeping prices from crashing. It's just keeping things more balanced. But I do want to be clear, buyers are not overpaying for properties. Unless there's something really special about your home that they can't find somewhere else, they may be willing to pay a premium. That's why pricing strategy is so important right now. So what does this all mean to you? So if you're a seller in Newhall, now is still a great time to sell your home. But success isn't automatic. Homes that are priced right, marketed well, and presented beautifully are selling quickly and often for full price or close to it. But the homes that come on the market too high, they sit. They end up reducing, and in a lot of cases, they end up selling for more than they would have if they would have priced their home correctly to begin with. So if you're a buyer, be ready, especially if you're looking under that $600,000 range. Get your pre-approval in place. Make sure that you're ready to make a good, strong offer when the right home hits the market. That price range is selling really quick. So I always tell my clients, real estate is local. Newhall has its own rhythm, its own sweet spots, and its own challenges. And that's where working with a local realtor really can make a difference. So if you're curious about what your home would sell for in today's market, or you're a buyer and you're wanting to strategize about buying your first home or making a move up, feel free to reach out and give us a call. I'm Tami Cicerello with Cicerello Team at RE/MAX of Santa Clarita. And make sure that you subscribe to our channel so that when we're putting updates, we're doing our market updates all the time, and we also have our just information about buying and selling in the Santa Clarita Valley and just things that are going on around the Santa Clarita Valley as well. So make sure you subscribe to our channel below.